Hi everyone, it's Kelsey. I just wanted to make a video today about the realities of trying to have a family and make a family and have a difficulty. I think a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to want something so bad and not to be able to have it. And it taking such a process. I know that TTC has a lot to do with like the 2-week wait and how hard that is, and I'm not on that anymore because I'm getting ready to on cycle day 5 now, so that part of it isn't, it is there, and it's hard to know that naturally it hasn't happened. But then we're in the other process, our foster parenting process, and when you think your wait is almost over, it's not. I thought that 3 weeks ago our paperwork was sent off, and then I get an email today that, oh, we've got to sign this other paper before I can even send it off. And I was like, it took 3 weeks for you to give me this piece of paper to sign? Like, I know in the grand scheme, 3 weeks is nothing, but whenever they told us a month to 2 months after the paperwork, we would be getting our paperwork to say that we are approved or not. This 3 weeks, me and my husband yesterday were just talking about how that in less than a month we could have a kid here, and that we could be parents. Even if it were temporary, we could be parents in possibly less than a month. Not saying it would happen that fast, not saying we would get placed that fast. But when you go and you're expecting it to be almost over, and then I saw the email and I saw her name, our social worker's name, and I was like, oh my goodness. And it said, each of her emails says like confidential license stuff. So I was like, oh my goodness, what is she sending me? Like, is she sending me that we got approved? Like because they can tell before us or something? So like, I was so excited. And then I opened the email and it was like, fill this out so that I can send your application in. And I was like, I thought that was done 3 weeks ago. But thinking that your process is further than it is so hard, because you're already waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then you just wait some more and wait some more, and then now I'm going to be able to get this into her for a couple of days, what she's needing filled out, because they're going to be closed. So then it's waiting more, and then waiting more. The wait is hard, and I don't think people realize how hard it is when you don't struggle with it. When you don't struggle with infertility, you don't realize how hard waiting and waiting and waiting is. I know we've only been going through this process for 2 years, and there are families who've been going through it for way longer. But our wait is just as hard. The time is just as hard for us. I know people who've been trying for years and years and years, and it's not happened for them, and they're still waiting. And I know that God's in all control, and He controls all time, and He controls everything. I know that, but it doesn't always make it easier. I know that He is there for me, but He doesn't say that it's not going to hurt, and the waiting isn't going to hurt. And the waiting hurts so bad, especially when you think, oh, it's right there at the doorstep. Then boom, it's not. You've got to wait longer. And it's just so hard, because I want to be a mom, and I want to take care of a child, and I want to raise up a child, and it's not happening. if you are able to have children naturally, Be thankful. Be thankful for those little feet running through your house that you get to hear. Be so thankful for that, because there are so many out there who want that. Who want those children running down their hallways, jumping into their bed and playing with them, sitting at the supper table and talking about their day and just playing with toys and doing everything that a kid gets to do with their parent. There are so many who want that. Just appreciate what you have, because many can't, or it takes them a long time in order to. And I know that the process that we're in can be a years-long process. Years and years and years. People are foster parents and never get to adopt a child. But I honestly believe that even if I can be a parent to that child for a little while, that space in my heart that is empty, that is longing for a child, can be filled, even if for only a portion of time. It will be filled with love for that child. And I know that it's not guaranteed. And I understand that. And I know why. Because those children have been birthed into the world by a family. They may be going through some things. But if they can get back on track and that child can go back to their family, that's amazing. That is so amazing. But if not, we're going to be there and we're going to take care of them and we're going to love them, and if the opportunity comes, we're going to adopt them, and they'll be our children. But until then, they'll be our children in our home, as in foster kids. But I just want everyone who has children to appreciate it, especially the ones who didn't, who don't necessarily know the struggle. I've seen lots of women who've went through the struggle and they have their families now, and to see their appreciation for their family and to see how much they love those kids and they would do anything for them. I know every mom would do anything for their children. I'm not saying that, but to see the struggle that some have went through and where they are, that love is so emanating from them. And then I hear other parents who don't appreciate their children and who aren't thankful for them. Be thankful for them. Be so thankful and grateful for those children that you get to have. You don't have to have them. You get to have them. You get to have these children until they're adults. Hopefully and prayerfully that everything goes good. But you get to have those children. Be very thankful. The waiting process has been so hard. And then when you find out that it's going to be even longer, it just slaps you in the face. That email this morning slapped me in the face. To know that our struggle is going to go a little longer than what I had thought it was going. I just wanted to make this video because I feel like I wanted to be real. Because I don't want to be like, oh, happy cheery all the time. The truth is, infertility isn't happy cheery all the time. Our lives aren't happy cheery all the time. Things happen. One thing that especially is hard for me is the waiting process. And my patience has grown and grown. And it's still continuing to grow. But it's hard. Waiting is hard. And I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to be truthful and honest. And maybe speak to someone else who is waiting and is so tired of waiting. But know that there is hope, and eventually things will work out. Whether it is through a biological child, or through an adoptive child, or through a niece or a nephew that has an extra special place in your heart. Or even just a family member or a kid at church. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're supposed to be a mentor to someone, even if you can't be a parent. It'll happen. One day, that hole will be filled by love of a child. And I wanted to make this video just to give hope, but also to be honest. My dog's breaking my curtain. Because, honestly, there is hope. It is hard. But people gathering together and being honest with each other will help the others who are dealing with a struggle. And I hope that this video has helped you. I know it's been a pretty down video, but I hope it has helped you. And I hope that you got to see the real side of things with infertility. And I know that my infertility story is not as bad as some, but the wait is just as hard for me as it is for others. And I wanted to make this video for others out there who are waiting, to know that you have someone who's waiting right there with you and is going through similar things. But I hope if you liked this video and if it gave you encouragement, or if you liked it at all, just give it a thumbs up. Just so I know that I'm not alone. I'm not the only person who's dealing with this and who has the same feelings. And if you would like to reach out and talk, I'm here. Just leave a comment or send a message and we can talk about things and be there to support each other during the wait, because the wait's hard and I want to be there to support someone, and I would love support too. But thanks for watching this video.